Oh, hi! Since Eric screwed the theme up and Kimber made us a better theme, the theme is books today, or this week. First book on my pile that I got from my bookshelf that you can tell is really in disarray right now because I removed about half of them, is Far From Xanadu. Pretty much, this book's about someone named Mike. He is genderqueer. In other words, he's a female, identifies as male, but is content being female, sort of thing, and how he falls in love with a character named Xanadu. Spoiler alert, I guess. Next book by the same author, Julianne Peters. It is called Luna. It is about a transgendered male to female and his journeys with being transgendered. This is a gorgeous book and I recommend reading it. Next book is Songs of the Humpback Whale by Jodi Picoult. It's one of her lesser known books, but it's gorgeous. I can't really describe in words because this whatever this is called video would be way too long. If I did this with everyone. Next book. Looking for Alaska. Look, I found her. Except not really. I'm sure you've all read this. It's a gorgeous book. I hope that Alaska found her great perhaps. Next book that I apparently read about half of it and bookmarked with a band-aid. Is it a Hello Kitty band-aid? No, it's a Dora the Explorer band-aid. It's kind of exciting. It's still in a trapping. Don't think I'm gross for using band-aids as a bookmark. Second Glance by Jodi Picoult. Gorgeous book, goes through the eugenics projects and that happened in the United States, and also is kind of a sci-fi-ish fiction feel. It is beautiful. My favorite book by Jodi Picoult. Reason it's here with me and halfway finished with a Dora band-aid. Next book is a trilogy, otherwise known as Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I can't use my camera. It's a really good book. If you've not read it, you should. If you have read it, yay on you. And I'm sorry that I'm like attacking the computer with light because of the shininess. Another book is one I got for Christmas. The Little Prince, La Petite Prince, or Le Prince Petite. Oui. It's a book. It's not in French, even though it originally was, and it's pretty much about imagination. And it's a version of the book I got has colored pictures. Can't really, except on this page where they're black and white. Love this book. It's one of fond childhood memories. Next book I have is Paper Towns by John Green. I'm sure you've all read this, to be honest, and if you haven't, please do. And almost the last book is Without You, Anthony Rapp, his autobiography. I know Hannah has read this, and I'm fairly certain Eric has. But for the rest of you, please make an effort to read it. It's gorgeous. Again, I'm pretty biased. Rent is like my favorite thing in the world. 2 more books, and they're on the floor instead of stacked on my desk. Okay. An Abundance of Catherines. Yes, I realize that John is in this about 500 times, but another gorgeous book. Math and footnotes are, well, I hate math, but footnotes are one of my favorite things in books, so any book with footnotes is worth reading. And lastly, this will be the top of the list. I hope you're not at all surprised by this. The Book Thief. Gorgeous book, did a review on it. I would not advise reading this in an hour and a half. Apparently Kimber's reading this weekend while I'm reading Mockingjay, which I do not know where my copy of Mockingjay is, so finding that will be part of my adventure this weekend. But it's a gorgeous book about World War II. Some really gorgeous illustrations. This is The Standover Man. It's a storybook within it. Love this book. I was quoting it while talking to Kimber yesterday, and by talking I mean I aming. The first page I can quote from memory because, to be honest, I've read this book way too many times. Can you guys see? Hope you can see. First the humans. Fail. First the colors, then the humans. That is how I see things, or at least how I try. Here is a small fact. You are going to die. I know there's the rest of that page, but I honestly can't quote it. The first half, though, I'm pretty good at. I started reading this, and I most likely will finish reading it this week. I'm sure I've read this like a quarter through multiple times because I'm weird and I start rereading books and then I get distracted and then I don't finish rereading them. I now get to reorganize my bookshelf, finally put my books back in alphabetical order by author. Wish me luck. I'm currently kind of sick. Cough drop. Tomorrow I'm going to something at the Iowa Pride Network. It's a conference for college students. I'm playing with my paper clips. And then for the Sunday I'm going to a bar called The Garden. It's an LGBT club and it has teen night. And there will be, I believe, a what's it called? It's not strip show because that's not very PG-13. A drag show. I'm way too special to try to think right now. Going with a couple of my friends. So Mockingjay may need to be postponed, my finishing of it. I promise I will finish it by this time next week. I'm sorry, Kimber, that I quote-unquote lied, but my plans actually happened this weekend. Last weekend it would have been perfectly fine. So, we'll figure it out. I'll do a mini book report for you guys, even though I think all of you have read it. In other words, I will find the quotes that I liked out of the book, and I will read them to you, because I'm very big on book quotes. I'm sure this video has gone on for way too long for any of you to still be watching and or interested. If you watch this whole video, please make a comment saying, you're awesome, Kelly, or yes, I did watch the painfulness of the entirety of this video. My eyes are really big and I'm not sure why. I'm gonna be done now. I'm seriously thinking about going back to bed, but I shouldn't because then I won't wake up tomorrow, which is really kind of confusing. But anyway, have a wonderful time, whoever you are, wherever you are. Let's see. Hannah, I miss your face. Everybody else, I don't really know your faces, but I guess I miss them too. Kimber, you better finish The Book Thief before next Friday because I postponed my finishing of it, of Mockingjay. Eric, your video was pretty decent. I watched the entire thing because I have no life. Like, I'm doing this out of order for the weeks. And Danielle, what can I say? I watched your video. I don't remember it though, but which sounds horrid, but it's the truth. And Hannah, I hope you feel better. You're sick, and I'm gonna blame you for me getting sick. I blame everybody that I talked to on the internet. Sorry, that was a mini earthquake called I was messing with my computer screen. Okay, this video's been way too long. I will see you guys on your corresponding days of the week. Much of love. Much of love. I'm so special. Have a good day. Hey guys, I know I already said goodbye, but I figured out why I didn't remember any of Danielle's video. It's because I, being the good person I am and up to date, didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I just finished watching it. It was pretty amazing. And here's some of my thoughts. I wrote them on a sticky note because I thought Danielle's would get special treatment. And good luck reading all of that. Pretty much. Let It Snow. I have it. It's on my bookshelf somewhere. I was going to point to it, but it's moved since my bookshelf kind of fell over because I took half my books out of it. To be honest, I've never finished Lord Miracle's Miracle, however you pronounce it, part of the book, but the other two pieces I really enjoy. Neil Shusterman, I love him. I have not read Ever Found or Ever Lost. They're both books. The other one's a sequel. But I follow him on Twitter. I've read Unwind, which is a gorgeous book. And I've read The Downsiders and The Schwa Was Here, which is going to get a sequel, which I'm so excited about. Hello, phone, you just went off. Anyway, and first off, Danielle, what the face? Why wasn't I aware that Eric has not read Harry Potter yet? Eric, you need to get on that shiznit. Harry Potter is gorgeous. It's pretty childish. It's super, like, everybody's read it, but you still have to, then you can be our friends more. With the long chapters issue, I love long chapters. The Book Thief has chapters, well, some of them are like 2 to 3 pages, and some of them are like 50 pages. As long as they're not all, and I'm adjusting myself on camera. This happens a lot. Anyway, as I was saying, there are some books that have consistently long chapters, and that does get on my nerves. But there are some books that have inconsistently long ones, which are perfectly fine. I heart Abby. I have not read any of his books in ages. Abby, I don't know which it is. Pretty much really like his books. My favorite one is True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle, of his. Um, Written really big, like the biggest part of this written on a sticky note. If it'll focus and if I can get it right. OMG Book Thief. I pretty much ranted about the Book Thief about 10 minutes in my video before, so I'm not going to go over that again. Indian in the Cupboard, really like that book. Haven't read it in a long time. I've read the entire series, actually. If you didn't know, there's more than just one book. There's the Indian in the Cupboard, and then there's something about him going in a trunk. It kind of gets less and less good, but they're still good nonetheless. And talking to Hannah, because I kind of forgot to mention this, The Crucible is not about the Salem witch trials. It is symbolic towards the McCarthyism era and the Red Scare bot, you know. And I learned this in my junior English class. Loved the play, hated learning about it. We technically didn't have to read it, but I did because I was fascinated, I swear. And finally, Danielle, 13 Reasons Why. It's also a really gorgeous book because obviously it is. I don't know how to explain it. There's not much else that I'm going to say. I'm sorry this video is long, but hopefully it's not longer than Danielle's. Have a wonderful wherever you are. I know I'm saying the same crap again. Bye.